athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindi with the Mr. Olympia with the two-time New York Pro Champion, Nick Walker. Nick, 2 times you come to New York and you deliver a powerful performance. You're making a legacy of bringing great mass, great condition, and the crowd freaking loves you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what we do, you know. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I have yet to fail, and I don't ever plan to fail on that. And I love getting the crowd involved, you know. That's what they're here for, you know. So you got to give them a show, get them involved, let them have fun, and you have fun. And the more they get involved, the more I want to get involved, and it just makes for a great show.
Absolutely. Chris Cormier, you picked Nick Walker to win the event. You said, man, I just don't see anybody beating Nick at the New York Pro.
Better choice than his.
Yes. So what did you see that made Nick Walker prevail?
Well, I mean, it was a close battle. Like I gotta tell you, you know, Nick had, you know, more muscle square inch on his body than anyone else in the show. We knew that going in. But then, you know, when he came back tonight, you know, there was, you know, a lot of talk and chatter. Like it was a 1-point difference. It was very close. I was scoring, okay, one blow, that blow, and then I was coming up with, you know, it's close. But then I was having, you know, Nick, I was like, oh man. Well, on this side of the stage, I had him like almost like a draw. Then when they did it again, okay, let's scratch that sheet. Did it again, boom, boom, boom. Then I had Nick winning with that most muscular seal the deal for me personally. And then that's when I was like, okay, I got Nick winning. And then I was like, I told you what I was coming here to do, and I was to pick my man first. And I had a close second, you know, just like I thought coming in. But man, you know, getting the crowd involved like that, that's an art form. And that made, man, I was into it too. That was so awesome to see how he just brought the crowd up. And he was like, this is my house. This is, you know, this is, you know, it's like, that's what it's all about, man. I loved it. I mean, he's got another title here. He made me look good. He's a Leo. And that's what they do. That's what Leos do, man. They just do what they say they're going to do.
Well, I thought at prejudging, it was a convincing victory for me by Nick Walker. I thought the back double biceps was superior. I thought the back lat spread, and I think side shots, Nick Walker, side chest and side triceps, he can beat Derek Lunsford and Hadi Chupin. So I thought at prejudging, he closed the door. At finals, a lot of people said, well, maybe Nick is holding a little bit of water, but I still think Nick looked more impressive, back lat spread, back double biceps, and that most muscular is very dominant. And so I wasn't surprised at all that they called Nick Walker as the winner. Now, I wasn't sitting at the judging panel. Steve Weinberger wasn't sitting at the judging panel. Well, we had Tyler there, but I agree with the judge's decision. And if I was there, I would have judged for Nick Walker to win this event. Bob, you did not pick Nick Walker to win the event.
I did not.
You made a mistake. Chris picked him to win. You did not. What happened?
Here's the bottom line, boys. This is why we play the game, right? We can make all the predictions we want. We can pick whoever we want to win, or we think who's going to come in, or we project. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. One of Nick's strengths, and we always given him credit for, is his consistency. The guy just does not come in off. Okay, so you got to beat Nick. Fitzwater looked great, and he came close. Okay, we got a 1-point decision, as we heard, so it was a very close competition. And listen, we got to give Martin credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
Right? The kid looked fantastic, and he pushed you as far as he could possibly push you.
He did.
But you still came out in the winner's circle. Nick's strengths are his side shots. Few people are beating Nick from the side. Okay, front and back. That's where it gets, you know, apples and oranges in terms of, okay, how are we comparing, and how's it going against these guys? So at the end of the day, congratulations are in order. 2-time New York Pro champ, and that's going to put Nick right back on stage at the Olympia where you belong. Nick, we missed you last year, man. Gave you a little shout out from the stage, but I know that was the last place you wanted to be.
Yeah, it's okay.
Was down in a wheelchair watching the Olympia, but I know the fire was burning inside, and you were like, man, I'm coming back. And the beauty was you had no problem requalifying. You know, that came up with maybe we give him a special invite. And you were actually the first ones, one of the first ones to say, you know what? I don't need no special invite. No. I'll go back to New York. I'll get myself a second ring to match that first one, and I'll prove to everybody. That's exactly what you did. Congratulations, Nick.
Nick, I often say Nick is a movement more than just a bodybuilder because of the love the crowd feels for you. Last year, you could not compete at the Olympia, but you were down there, meet the Olympians in a wheelchair, and there was a huge line. Your relationship with your parents, your love for your parents, and how emotional you get, people cannot help but love you. What do you have to say for all the fans that were with you today, that were hammering Bob Chick on the comments? What do you have to say to all your fans?
Nothing. Honestly, I just want to say thank you to all of them that show love, support, have been following me. The ones that have been following me since day one, all the new ones that have been following me. It truly means a lot. It's very humbling, and I appreciate it almost more than winning at this point, because I'm inspiring people. I get to hear people's stories. I get to hear how I changed their lives, and that's more impactful than anything to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Walker is more than a bodybuilder. He's a movement. The fans absolutely love him. When he goes on stage, the energy is unmatched. He's back at the Mr. Olympia where he belongs. My name is Tarek Elguindi with the Mr. Olympia, with the real deal Chris Cormier, with Bob Ciccarillo, and the mutant, the two-time New York Pro Champion, Nick Walker. We'll see you next time.
Show that ring, baby.